Good afternoon. Hello from WriteBrain headquarters. I'm Rebecca Zoot, Director of Development for WriteBrain, and we have a special guest joining us today, Jake Miller with the River Center, and we're really excited to have you here today with us, Jake.
Appreciate it.
Today we are talking about custom content and some of the services that WriteBrain provides for our clients, and one of those services is brochures.
Very much.
Custom brochures. So we did this gorgeous little, what do you call it, an event media guide or event guide?
Yeah, I think that sums it up pretty well. It kind of encompasses everything that we do at the River Center.
Yes. So before we get into the brochure experience, why don't you share with us a little bit more about the River Center? You guys are
Yes.
a fairly new event venue, so this was your first event guide,
Yes.
and it's a pretty amazing space, so tell us more.
It is probably Des Moines' most unique event space. We opened the end of September last year, and we've done everything from French cooking classes, Ballet Des Moines fashion show. Obviously, it's a pretty hot spot for weddings, given all the character within the space, and really it's kind of a space for all events. We don't really focus on just weddings. With our culinary background between owners Michael and Lisa Laval, and then our chef Diego from Italy, we're very food centric, so anything involving custom menus, things like that is really where we focus all of our kind of talents on.
Yeah, we were just chatting before the live, and you have 5 weddings that you're catering this Saturday.
Yes, 5
so
weddings this Saturday.
Definitely very food centric, and you guys have a great reputation in that area.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit more on when you were opening the event center, what you were looking for your event guide. Obviously, this is utilized as a big sales tool for bookings.
So our main thing with the brochure was trying to separate ourselves from being just a wedding venue. I think there's a lot of people that it's easy to fill Saturdays. How do you fill the in-between stuff? So how do you get the business cocktail parties in there? How do you get the business functions in there? How do you get the open to the public events? Whether it's a cooking class, whether it's a demonstration, and we always have these great ideas, but how do you market that and kind of bring all that together? So not only can you physically give something to somebody to kind of highlight that, but also just informing them of how to multi-use the space. So that's really where the brochure is coming very handy for us. Excellent.
So share with us a little bit more about your experience with working with WriteBrain, with putting this guide together for your venue.
It was, for me personally, having my master's in marketing and business, I kind of had a very good idea of what I thought I wanted. Turns out it helps to have some other experts in the room. You don't always see the full picture. And so being able to work with WriteBrain really helped me look at other avenues. What were the questions I weren't asking that the general public may want to know? I internally knew them because, I mean, sweat equity and capital investment into the space, we were always there. And so some things that maybe just kind of common knowledge and common sense to us wasn't coming through to the public. And it helped having content writers, photographers, and things like that, because they would ask me the questions. You know, when the photographer came in for WriteBrain, what is probably the hardest thing to sell on this place? And it's literally the space, because there's no one good photo that just kind of highlighted the ambiance. And I thought having that information, they were able to find angles that we weren't using, and really kind of show the vastness of the space, because every time people would come in, pictures don't do it justice. I don't hear that anymore. Now people see the brochure and it's, oh, okay, now this is what I'm looking at. So that was helpful for me. The content writing, just little things. I know our chef's backstory. Being from Italy, being a sommelier in Paris, and having all this really great talent, I know that, but how do I form that into general knowledge for the public? And so working with your content writers and being able to sit down and go, here's the questions that we want to know, just as general public. And that kind of helped fill in his backstory and kind of brought our team together and kind of highlighted all of our talents.
Excellent. So you got the event guide back, you started utilizing it. Share with us a little bit more on the reaction that you get from your prospective clients on the brochure and how you guys are utilizing it. I know that you said you also are repurposing some of the content in other ways as well too.
Yeah, well, I mean, first off, opened the box and was pretty well blown away with the quality of it. It was it was higher quality than what I expected.
Okay.
I knew you guys would do a good job, but it really highlights what the River Center is, and so I was very proud of that, being able to work together as a team on that. As far as repurposing, we use it through our Facebook apps. We use it on all of our social media platforms. We took some of the content, some of the pictures, and utilized that on our website. And we actually took a lot of your guys' design and content and mimicked that on our website to have some cohesiveness across our brand.
Excellent, great
And
idea.
with that, mailing it out to prospective clients. I don't know how many events we've done that are fundraising galas, things like that, that you put these out and half of them are gone at the end of the night, which is good because that means we're usually getting people coming back saying, so I just found out about this place. And this tells them everything they need to know.
Yep. And you also got a Page Turn Pro version, which actually, I know you guys are probably, after we're talking about the venue, just dying to see what this brochure looks like. So we will post the Page Turn Pro in the comments. And that's something also that you said that you're able to really utilize electronically as well.
Yeah, it's the nice thing is when you do something this high quality as far as print and production, it's hard to usually mimic that in an email format and keep that resolution. So props to your designers on being able to carry that through and having a very small file size that I can still email out, but the quality is still there. So it instantly gets something into our clients' hands that when they're just having, hey, I have an event in October, give me some info. This answers all their questions and gets them in the door. Because the pictures just entice them. Now they're wondering, like, okay, I see this angel on the bar, I see these chandeliers, all right, I got to see the whole thing now.
Yeah.
So it really kind of actually adds more intrigue to getting people in the door, and really have a lot of confidence in our sales team that once we get them in the door, we usually end up booking a party. So that's kind of our lead.
I know, that's proven true because you guys are hopping over there.
We're staying busy.
Anything else that you want to add this afternoon, Jake?
Really, I know I sent you guys my kind of written testimonial, so hopefully you're utilizing that because I do think you guys have a great team, great approach. A lot of people approach us with marketing ideas, marketing plans, and frankly a lot of them are just very jagged and kind of jumbled together, a one-size-fits-all type approach, where this wasn't the case. This is very customized to what our needs are, listening to us as far as not saying, here's how you promote a wedding venue. No, how do you promote a unique venue? And how do we not get lost in the jumble of all the other venues around town and around the Midwest? So this has brought us a lot of good exposure, and just anybody interested in working with WriteBrain, I would say nothing but professionalism, and go for it.
Well, thank you. We appreciate your business and our relationship with the River Center so much, and thank you for joining us.
Of course, happy to.
If you guys haven't had a chance to check out the River Center, we will put the link to the brochure down in comments, and I'm sure that if you are interested in a personal tour, Jake and his staff would be happy to accommodate you. So
I'd love to.
I do want to mention that you're seeing us on Wednesday instead of Friday. So we are trying something new with our Facebook Lives and switching them to Wednesdays. So we will plan to see you next Wednesday. And in the meantime, if you have any questions or need any help with your marketing needs, give us a shout. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.